Happy Friday. You're watching The Street here on BNN. Well, it's a classic tale of David versus Goliath. The Toronto-based coffee distributor is taking on Keurig Green Mountain in the courts over unfair business practices and a lawsuit worth $600 million. And we're going to talk all about this. Joining us is John Pigott. He is Chief Executive Officer of Club Coffee, and he is joining us here in studio. So paint the picture of what happened leading up to you launching this suit.
Well, we were just trying to give the consumer choice.
You make the same types of coffee.
Same types of coffee in a different type of
single serving.
In a different type of capsule. It looks like a soft bottom on it. And we've been in the market for 2 years. We've sold hundreds of millions of these capsules. So clearly the consumer liked the fact we were giving them value, variety, and now with the innovation coming with the compostable cup, we were getting a little
And that's what you're doing.
That's what we're doing.
You're going to create a compostable.
100% compostable cup. So clearly the consumer liked this, but our competitor was losing market share, and they've resulted in some behaviors that we say are wrong. But when you have a dominant market share like they do, they make over 80% of the other pods. There are certain rules you need to behave by, and we're just saying you've crossed the line. So
in which areas have they crossed the line? What have they done that would be anti-competitive?
Well, for instance, they've come up with this supposed new technology called a Keurig 2.0 machine. It's supposed to really just block out those that are not paying them a licensing fee.
So they're launching the new machines, which requires new types of pods.
It's the same old pod, and all they've done is put an ink on the top of it. We figured this out very simply this summer and said we can buy commercially available inks, put them on the top of our lids, and guess what? They work in the new machine. It isn't the big fancy Star Wars technology that they were telling retailers and consumers, this is going to be an elaborate thing, you need to only have our pods. Guess what? Anybody else's pods work in it. It's keeping the market open, and that's what we're trying to say should be done.
And so what have they actually said you can't do?
Well, if you put one of our old pods in the machine, it goes, oops, go buy a Keurig pod. Our new pods it works. And it was not that hard to do. It was the fact that it was made into this big story. It almost smells like an elaborate hoax to coerce retailers and consumers into buying their pods and keeping their near monopoly in existence. We think it's great to have the consumer have the choice.
Yeah, tell us about the patents that go along with this. So, and when was the patent cliff, I guess you'd call it, for the actual Keurig coffee cups, for the K-cups themselves, before other people started making?
The major patents expired in the United States in 2012. The market opened up. All kinds of competition. The market also grew significantly. As people like ourselves came in, we provided value and lower costs, and the consumer appreciated that. That's the marketplace.
Most of your marketplace is largely Canadian?
No, it's largely North American, actually.
Okay, so it's across North America.
But this is a lawsuit issued here under Canadian laws that we say something has been done, and we're calling them out on it.
Why $600 million? What did your lawyers?
This is a very large market and a growing market, and we're a significant player in that market, and we're saying that's the economic opportunity that's going to be lost.
Tell us a little bit about what you're planning. You've got you're upgrading a plant, and this is for the compostable side of what you're about to launch?
Well, we actually had to upgrade the plant to keep up with demand. It's been unbelievable, and it's been fun. And this is the marketplace at work. You provide the consumer with choice, variety, and now with innovation, they respond by ordering more of your product.
So how much cheaper is what you're offering to your clients than the...
Well, in effect, the system they have, you pay a licensing fee or they're taking their margins. We're not charging that margin. We're passing that value on to the consumer, and the consumer is responding by buying more and more of our product. We call that a K-tax that we're not embedding in our product.
Are there other people like you that are frustrated?
Lots of others. There are 2 lawsuits in the courts in Manhattan right now from people like ourselves in the United States. I believe there's over 30 actions against this company in North America because of these kind of anti-competitive practices. Let the consumer choose.
How much did the new machines cost? These are the ones that are made by the company, by Green Mountain.
A slight premium to the existing machines. But really, we're not talking...
So the existing ones are sort of $200?
Oh, no.
No, they're like $79.
Often under $100.
Okay. And this is a slight premium, the new ones?
Today. But I can't... It's not up to me what they're pricing in their brewers.
Okay, John, well, we'll see how
Thanks,
your lawsuit shakes out.
You bet.
Thanks for joining us to tell us about it. That's John Pigott. He is Chief Executive Officer of Club Cofffee, and he joined us in studio this morning. Coming up in just a minute, after the first case of Ebola was diagnosed in the United States,